Hello everybody, welcome to G4G here on YouTube. Today we are in Marvel Avengers Alliance taking a look at the latest Spec Ops that happened to drop today. My god, I have so much content to produce this week. This is nuts. Marvel Future Fight got an update. Marvel Avengers Alliance 2 got an update. Marvel Avengers Alliance 1, Spec Ops, Medivh, and Heroes of the Storm. Not that I'm doing a video on this one, but McCree and Widowmaker got nerfed in Overwatch. Battleborn has got some changes. Paladins has got some changes. I started getting into a new game that I was going to think of doing videos on called Duelist. It's just crazy. So, you guys are going to get to see my team in action and how I fight these mobs, and then I will go ahead and explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. So the first thing that I'm going to do is by using the power cell from the Vindication set and the Sonic Blaster from the Vindication set, I am going to AoE generalize these buttholes. Then, on Star-Lord's turn, he has Hair Trigger, and you will see exactly why I am doing that. That's a gun attack. Follow-up Spray and Pray, which can initiate for Rocket Raccoon, although this time it doesn't. Now, what these mobs do is they will change to the counterclass of whatever hit their friend. Not what hit them, but what hit their friend, if it is hit with a single target. So I will explain that over here. They don't change if you hit them with AoE. So we take a look at them. We have a Scrapper, a Tactician, and a Scrapper. If I single target this Scrapper over here, it changes both of these guys into Tacticians. If I go for this Tactician over here, it changes both of these into Tacticians. However, if I AoE them, nobody changes. So, as a blaster, I'm AoEing the team down. The Tactician, of course, gets an extra turn. Friends join in. No big deal. Oh, wow, they changed. Oh, they changed because they hit the agent. That's why. So they didn't change because of Rocket. They changed because these guys joined in and smacked my agent. Now, their spear swipes have the capability of locking a move out on you, like locking out melee, locking out ranged, and they also have the ability to do a triple stack of bleeds. So one of the best things you could do for yourself in here is bring a cleanse and be prepared to just muscle these guys down. Familiar to World of Warcraft players, there have been bosses in the history of World of Warcraft called DPS checks, where it's not about great healing or great tanking, it's about doing maximum ass damage as best as you possibly can to maybe, say, beat an enraged timer. Or beat a stacking debuff that will murder the group. You should really approach these missions as exactly that. DPS checks. And you don't want to bring Generalist. So you may be going, well, why didn't you bring Generalist Movie Coon to this? It sounds like it'd be good. No. These guys have a buff against Generalists. So anytime it has recommended heroes, just change them. I'll show you who you can use over here, starting from the beginning. You could use the Agent, you could use Captain Marvel, but not Iron Man, which is odd. You could use Agent Venom. He's over there. You can use any of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and you could use Angela, and that is it. So any of the people associated with the Guardians of the Galaxy in their history, except for Iron Man, who was a Guardian of the Galaxy, and he has a Guardians of the Galaxy suit in Marvel Heroes, similar to Star-Lord's comic helmet. Now, if you look at their buffs, joins attacks against the counter class. Chance to join attacks against generalists. Shifts to counter class after an ally is attacked. So, if I just happen to single target these guys, like so, no change. Notice they did not go to infiltrators. But now, if I hit this one, he'll turn into an infiltrator. But he's dead. This is what I mean about DPS check. You see that Star-Lord just wiped the whole floor with these guys. And now because he's buffed, he's just mauling another round of these guys. Again, if we stick with AoE, they don't convert. Wiped out. That's how easy it is. So that's why a hair trigger comic lord is one of the best things you can do. So I'll dive into the teams over here, show you how I have my Comic Lord and Comic Coon set up over here. And then we'll discuss the actual Spec Ops drops itself. Fight Cosmic Moondragon. I apologize that you're going to see a little bit of lag in the recording today. I'm doing it from the Camtasia recorder because, once again, the stupid GeForce software is not recording the mic. I've got to get off the beta version of that. So, my Blaster Comic-Coon is running collateral damage and grit. You can run a hair trigger on him so that his Murdered You engages himself. But what I'm doing is I'm going to use Murdered You off of flanked targets. So this will cause splash, and then I'll follow up. Blam 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 has ionizing. Murdered You can probably have another ionizing. Blam 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 Blam. Range gun radiation tech. Again, a bunch of stuff. And Kerplowy is increased chance to crit. I have had a Kerplowy just absolutely wipe the slate clean in these missions. Star-Lord running the all-important hair trigger over here. Running sharpshooter over here. Running increased chance to hit over here because of the wild shots. Quantum Leap is running mauling. This sets up the flank for Rocket and my agent. And Element Gun is using on-call so that Rock's Fall is a quick action. My agent is running the AoE Generalized Gun. You could also run the Wakandan Mace if you wanted to for single target generalized. This looks like it's going to be a forced team up with Mantis, so you get to see her in action, and then we'll talk about her. Her art, man, I hate her art. Her battle sprite is okay. But my god, her art just seems like 50s awful. This seems like she was, like, yanked out of a 50s comic version of herself. I can't describe it, but her aesthetic is bad. I think I will continue to run Star-Lord for this. And I'll keep my agent. Like, they look like rabbit ears, or they look like 50s representation of Moon Men or Alien. Her art is so bad. I thought her sprite was going to be better. It looked better in the hero sheet, but oh dear. So I think I'll save the generalizing for the next round. And I'll just AoE these guys with this. And I think I'm going to give Invisible Evidence to Star-Lord. Free rising up, why not? So there's her pre-counter move that she could do. Wow, there's Star-Lord joining in because of the buff I gave him. Wow, we are just all up in that dude's face. Not really too sure why somebody changed to a blaster. I find that odd. We get the free spray and pray. Now, he's going to convert to an infiltrator. But that's fine. He's gone. And I have some rising up buffs going on here. This is why I was saving the generalized. Ooh, a mental blast. I hope that's not a big AoE psychic tap. What? Oh, I got hit with that cerebral agony. Honestly, I would want to clean that right now, but I really want to do this. Oh, hello! That's damaging. Watch decided to reboot there. That's odd. I think I'm going to have Mantis clean my team when her turn is up. Star-Lord's is going to be too vital. What? When she just ducked to get out of the way? That was interesting. Oh, is that her everybody gets a rising up move? I think that was her. You get a rising up, and you get a rising up. Everybody gets a rising up. Oh. Stupid tactician on infiltrator miss. So, yeah. Ooh, there's that. Wow, that 3 stacks of bleeds really hurt. So, her level 1 Vital Strike exploits combos and causes disadvantage. Her level 6 Palma Strike does rattled and the combo setup. So if you have the Scrapper bonus, you probably want to go 6-1 against a lot of people. She's got a multifunction on her too. Cerebral Agony, Psychic Blast, 1 target. Telekinetic Shielding. Reduced damage from melee ranged attacks. Performing non-psychic actions removes the shield. One ally gets an extra turn and gets potential unleashed. This is like the psychic amplifier from chapter 2. Or season 2, one of the earlier chapters. Projected healing. All allies get a heal. And a burning and melt armor that proceeds onto scorched. And then her level 9 is energy projection. One enemy gets a psychic tap. And psychic suppression prevents most psychic resistances or reductions from functioning. So, no Juggernaut, no Magneto, and maybe shutting down other Mantises. She is very much a cloak and dagger counter, and more on that in a moment. No damage. Wow, she is pre-countering a lot. So let's see, what am I debuffed with now for Moondragon? Just intimidated and a weak mind. So she got force caged. We want to fix that. And I think I'm going to use some Halloween candy over here. So we can get some stamina back on Star-Lord. Alright, this is where shit's gonna end. So, Moondragon is now flanked. Not that it matters for her. She would have gotten a scrapper bonus anyway. So there's... God. God, she looks like a rabbit. Or like... So, oh, man. Her art is so bad. Let's hit her with that. Will she follow up on the 9? Yeah, she even follows up on the 9. It's pretty pro. Wow, does she have Mantis' abilities? Well, that's a little bit different. Seems like she shares a lot of abilities with Mantis. Man, that Vital Strike is going off like crazy. Initiators like Rocket and Spider-Man Noir might absolutely love her. Do that to remove any buffs that they have. Not that I expect magic to be coming out with them, but... And let's take advantage of that quick action Rock's Fall. Ta-da, Mission 1 done. So, couple things about Mission 1. When you first start playing, do not do the deploys. Don't do it. Fight through the, fight the mobs quest. Do the Nebula quest. Then do the Rocket Raccoon quest. Then do the deploys. Then fight Moondragon. That's the proper way to do this. Don't touch those instant deploys until you get the quest for it. And I can tell you that I was lucky enough to get a lot of 10 ISO packs for doing those instant deploys, so it essentially made it so that I was negating the cost of it. Projected Healing Mantis. Projected Healing removes debuffs. Nice. Let's see what I wound up getting. Command points. So here's one of the weapons. Ozone and a 3x Crackle for ranged gun energy electric. Ranged and gun are a little iffy with the deb, but energy and electric are good. Could work for Carolina Dean, Thorse, Victor, Thor, Electro. A lot of things will work with this. And this is your component that you need. Recover 1, do the research. 8 hours, I bet. I bet you this is going to be 8 hours. Yep. So 8 hours it is. It looks like we can also research the Metaphysical amplifier. This is the thing that is available in the store. All allies get a psychic shield that absorbs incoming damage and makes you immune to harmful psychic effects. Goodbye, Cloak and Dagger. Kiss your level 2 goodbye. Potential Unleashed raises all stats from a round, remove debuffs when applied. So, it's the return of the Psychic Amplifier, but better. Psychic Operator. Oh, yeah. With another set, it becomes a quick action. With the entire set, you apply Mentally Aware to your entire team. Not too sure what that means. Psychic Operator, looking like the Eldritch Relic. A free action. Psychic Attack Subtle. With 2 other pieces of the set, it applies Deep Disorientation. Oh boy, all enemies manipulated. So if you don't have the Black Scroll, there you go. Manipulated and Weak Mind, except for the fact that it isn't doing Staggered. Oh boy, that's going to show up in PvP. A free action Pesty. This shit's powerful. That one's strong. Metaphysical Rifle. Deadly crits, exploits delirium, psychic energy attack. With another piece, equipped, counter enemies making offensive actions against their allies. Follow up on weak-minded enemies. When the entire set is equipped, gain a high chance to interrupt weak-minded enemies. There's people who could do that. Staff of Agony. Let's see, so... Alright, one, alright. 1, 3, 2, and 4. Okay. So the number 2 item, Staff of Agony. All enemies, 2-round cooldown. Psychic Prowess. With another piece of the set, gain Cerebral Agony becomes a quick action. When the entire set is equipped, Mental Anguish is guaranteed to be applied as an AoE. Nullifies Cosmic Class bonus? The fuck is a Cosmic Class bonus? Psychic Vampire. Oh, man. Guys, this set is strong. This set's going to be in PvP. I don't know if it'll be full sets. You can get away with it because we have the 5th slot. But this is going to be a strong set. And we're going to see this in PvP. I guarantee you, it's certainly that free action thing really has a chance of showing up in PvP. A free action kind of Scroll of Runemeroth. And you know what? If you used it, sounds like I'm in Detroit, I'm sorry. If you use it with the Scroll of Runemeroth, you can definitely make sure you layer out your things. Wow. I am Groot. Her art is so bad. So bad. Alright, so the gear drop in Mission 2 is this thing called the Brawn Mace, which I really like. 3-round cooldown. It says the target is one enemy, and it has damage listed. Yes, okay. It gives you increased speed, it gives you rising up, and it removes your debuffs when you use it. Increased speed could be quite good for a video I have planned of a massive shot agent, but you'll have to wait for that. And then we have the Spartax Guard Spear, Pain, Pincushion, which other than the Raft Shank, the agent really doesn't have access to, and Combat Expertise. So you could give yourself Combat Expertise every fucking round with this thing. It's like the Ruby Quartz Rifle. So there you go. There is a look at the Spec Ops. Not too sure that we're getting a group boss. It's kind of looking like we're not, so we're still going to sit here and cry over the silver. And we can't look at Moondragon on the team screen, but we do know that she is coming, and I will show you the proof. The proof is in the pudding that she has a 5-point team-up bonus with Mantis. See, like, over here, I don't think her art is too bad there, but just, oh god, that antenna, the way it flops. So here's her passive. Chance to counterattack actions with a disadvantage. Pre-counters enemies that have impair neutralized, so all of the opportunist debuffs. So that means she likes the Scroll of Runemeroth, the Manvatara, the Ex-Obliv, Wasp, Ant-Man, Hank Pym, Anti-Venom, or people who cause these directly. She likes the Freezy Bleeds part of the weather control device. Beetle. And I think I mentioned Wasp. Premonition. Chance to apply rising up to allies before they attack. I think that's when she squatted and floated. Psychic Warding, taking less damage from psychic attacks and effects. Removes one negative psychic effect every round. Being a scrapper and with Psychic Warding, she's anti-cloak and dagger. I mean, they've introduced a anti-cloak and dagger mechanic right after a bunch of people can get her for command points. Yeah. Suckers. If you didn't get to enjoy Cloak and Dagger, you might not anymore. She gets a lot of 3-point bonuses with like Pym and Iron Man and Star-Lord, and she's got a big 5-pointer with Moondragon, Assemble, Celestial Madonna, Guardians, Martial Arts Masters, and Mind Games. So there you go, guys. There is a look at Spec Ops Cosmic Shenanigans. Stare into the Black Vortex. So guys, as always, give a like, talk about it down below in the comments, and if you haven't already subbed, Go ahead and sub. Push us over to 1,000 subs in the Napalm's army. Napalm peacing out. See ya.